Hey everyone, and welcome. I am so incredibly pumped for today's explainer because we're going to break down exactly how you can create high-quality, fully narrated animated visual stories for absolutely free. And the best part? You can do the whole shebang in under 10 minutes. No technical background, no pricey software subscriptions. We are going to map out the entire process step by step using a seriously fascinating case study that perfectly shows just how accessible this tech has become. Okay, let's dive right into this. We've got a really clear 6-step roadmap for our explainer today. We'll start with the magic of free AI generation, move into scripting with ChatGPT, generating images with Visk AI, a pro tip for keeping characters consistent, animating with Flow AI, and finally, stitching it all together in the edit. All right, kicking things off with Section 1, Free AI Video Magic. High quality, zero cost. 10. I want you to really keep that number in mind because 10 minutes is the foundation of our explainer today. We're looking at a case study called Vanya in the Market. Imagine a beautifully colorful animated scene of a girl named Vanya walking through a bustling local market, complete with a perfectly synced voiceover, background music, and ambient sound effects. Traditionally, pulling that off requires an entire production team, right? But here, not a single dime was spent. And even more wild, it took less than 10 minutes to build this entire multi-scene story. The barrier to entry is literally gone. You don't need years of technical skills anymore. You just need a smart workflow. So let's map out our actual tech stack. We're basically chaining together a simple 3-tool relay race. Step 1, we use ChatGPT as the brains of the operation. It handles the script and writes our prompts. Step 2, we take those prompts over to Visk AI to generate our foundational images. And step 3, we feed those images into Flow AI to add the animation and the audio. Moving right along to Section 2, scripting with ChatGPT. This is our blueprint. Every great project starts with a rock-solid foundation. I mean, if your story isn't clear, no amount of flashy AI generation is going to save it. So we kick off the process with a foundational prompt. You just open ChatGPT and type, I want to create a story where Vanya goes to the market and takes interviews of shopkeepers. I want actions of Vanya along with dialogues. She should say something in each scene. This is absolutely brilliant because it gives ChatGPT incredibly clear instructions about the main character, the setting, and exactly what kind of output we need. Literally within seconds, ChatGPT perfectly structures the output. It doesn't just hand you a giant unreadable block of text, it breaks the whole thing down into 3 distinct, super manageable scenes. Scene 1 is the market entry, Scene 2 is a chat with the fruit seller, Scene 3 is a talk with the toy seller. It does all the heavy lifting. It even gives the story a title, Vanya in the Market, the Story of Shops, and lays out exactly what happens visually and what is spoken in each segment. Oh, and before we leave ChatGPT, we just ask it for one more quick favor. Give me image prompts for each of these scenes. All right, Section 3, generating images with Visk. Time to bring Vanya to life. Now we transition from our text blueprint into the actual visuals. We're going to take those image prompts that ChatGPT just whipped up and bring them over to a fantastic free tool called Visk AI. You can use it right in your browser or on your phone, and the absolute best part is that it gives you unlimited free image generation, no weird token limits. The interface is wonderfully straightforward too. There's a box that says, describe your idea. You just paste the image prompt for scene 1 in there, then you choose your aspect ratio. Since we want that standard widescreen cinematic look, we select 16:9. You click generate, and boom, it gives you these stunning images of Vanya entering the colorful market holding her microphone. You just pick your favorite and download it. Which brings us to Section 4, keeping characters consistent. Now pay attention because this is a massive pro tip. You know, one of the most frustrating challenges in AI image generation is making sure your main character doesn't randomly transform into a completely different person in every scene. If you just toss a standard text prompt in for Scene 2 where Vanya talks to the fruit seller, the AI is going to spit out a totally random face and a random outfit. It completely ruins the continuity. But if you use the Add Images button in Visk AI, you can upload that downloaded image of Vanya from Scene 1 as a reference. So for Scenes 2 and 3, you upload the original image right alongside your new text prompt. This is a total secret weapon. It forces the AI to keep Vanya's exact face, hair, and clothes perfectly identical across every single scene. It's exactly what separates a messy AI experiment from a slick, professional-looking sequence. Moving on to Section 5, animating with Flow AI. This is where we add motion and audio. Okay, so we've got our consistent, beautiful still images. Now we bring them to life using Google Flow AI, specifically leveraging their Vivo 3.1 model. The absolute crucial point here is knowing how to talk to it. It uses something called a JSON prompt. Now, wait, if you aren't a programmer, the word JSON code probably sounds super intimidating. Do not let it be. A JSON prompt is basically just, actually scratch that, it's really just a highly specific, structured set of instructions for the AI. And here is the ultimate trick. You don't even write it. You jump back over to ChatGPT, paste your scene description and your dialogue, like Vanya saying, "Namaste friends, today I am in this local market where every shop has a hidden story," and you just tell ChatGPT, "Convert this scene into a JSON video prompt for Vivo 3." ChatGPT literally writes the code for you in seconds. You just click copy code and you're off to the races. So, with your copied JSON code and your saved VISC image ready to go, you log into Flow AI. The exact workflow is super simple. 1. You select frames to video because, well, we are starting with an image frame. 2. You paste that JSON prompt right into the box. 3. You click the little plus sign and upload your VISC AI image for that specific scene. And 4. You pick your landscape ratio and hit generate. And what you get back isn't just a moving picture. Flow AI actually fuses the image, adds the character motion, syncs the voiceover perfectly to the lip movements, and layers in background music all into one unified video clip. It's like magic. You review the options, hit download, and just repeat that for all 3 scenes. Finally, we reach section 6, the final edit, putting it all together. Once you have all 3 of those animated, fully narrated scenes downloaded from Flow AI, they just need a final home. Honestly, the heavy lifting is completely done at this point. Now, you just import those clips into a user-friendly video editor. The original creator in our case study uses Filmora, which is fantastic because it's super intuitive and packs its own suite of built-in AI tools. You just drag and drop scene 1, scene 2, and scene 3 sequentially onto the timeline. If you want to use the editor's AI to slap on some instant captions, text-to-speech titles, or fancy transitions, you can do that with literally a single click. But essentially, you're just joining the dots and hitting export. And just like that, in under 10 minutes and for exactly $0, you've taken a simple text idea and transformed it into a dynamic, fully realized visual story. We've mapped out the entire workflow today, from ChatGPT to VISC AI to Flow AI. The tools are right there, they're completely free, and they are just waiting for your imagination. So as we wrap up today's explainer, I want to leave you with a question to really think about. Now that the technical barriers to creating rich, animated content have been completely smashed, what stories are you going to tell next? And what AI topics do you want us to explore together in the future? Let that sink in. Until next time, stay curious.